Hey everyone, it's Angie. It's quick and easy day, and I have a really quick and easy. It's an oldie but goodie, and I love this. And you can make these so many different sizes, but I wanted to make kind of a little one, so it's a box in a bag or a bag in a box. But it's super easy to make, and I am using the new Woolly Friends. Oh my gosh, this thing is so cute. This is going to be great for Easter. This would be really cute for a baby shower. Not with the same sentiments because they have other sentiments in it, but I love the little curly ribbon too. This is actually a trim, and the designer series paper, it has all the flowers on it, but I really love this. I hope you enjoy it. So this is what I'm sharing today. So for this project, I am using, this is in our new mini catalog, and it is called Woolly Friends, and it is a bundle with the punch, so it makes it super easy. So you get this punch and this in the bundle, and you save 10% when you purchase a bundle. So you just stamp it all. I kind of gave him a dimensional on the back of his head so he'd pop out, but wouldn't it be cute with one of those little little springs on the back? And I forget what they call those, but yeah, I have some here too, and I should have done that, but it's really cute. But it says, "You make me happy, welcome cutie," and that would be really cute for a baby shower. "You're fabulous," and "sending flowers and sunshine." But this is just for any occasion, just for a thinking of you, or just anything you want to use it for. It's just so dang cute. I hope that you like this one. These are so simple to do, and I haven't done one in so long. But you only need a piece that is, this is 3 by 3, and this piece here is 3.5 by 10. So that's what we're using for this. Let's go ahead and stamp and color our little ewe here, our little sheep. So this time I'm going to go ahead and use basic black and see if this stands out a little bit more. I used Old Olive before to stamp him, but I'm going to just stamp the lining part, the outside part. And let me grab my mat here. So we are going to stamp the body part, and I'm just going to stamp it, like I said, in basic black. And then I'm just going to color the inside. I'm going to do his little head too, like that. And we are just going to cut these out individually. I got to look at the punch and see which side I could put this on, because I'm going to need to space these out, y'all. I'm really bad at, I make a matrix, but I'm really bad at lining them up. So we are just going to go with this and just do them individually, the pieces individually. So we're just going to do the head and the body, and we will do the little bow. And that's what I did. I did it upside down. I knew I was going to do that. That's why I looked at it, and then I looked at it wrong. All right, so we are going to just punch this out. I'm just lining it up, making sure it's lined up evenly everywhere. Now we're going to punch that, and then I'm just going to punch the little, his head here. I'm going to put him in this way. So we're just going to punch that. And I did make a matrix, y'all. This is what it looks like. But whenever I try to stamp inside them, I never can get it right unless I'm like standing up over it, and it drives me crazy. I want to save all these extra pieces because I don't want it to go to waste. And I'm going to keep this because I may stamp on it with my stamp positioner. And I'm just going to do the little bow next. I'm going to do that one in the black too, and then just color it in. Oh, I didn't clean this off, y'all. And clean that off real good first. Let me see where that's positioned. It's upside down actually, so let's do it upside down. I know this is a hassle when you have to do it individually, but it's the easiest for me. So you do you, because I struggle with doing it in the matrix. All right, let's go ahead and stamp the sentiment. It says sending flowers and sunshine. So cute. I couldn't wait to share this one. It was so darn cute. I was like, oh, I'm not going to wait till Easter. I have to do something with it because it's so cute. But it will be an adorable one to use for Easter. All right, let's save those. And I also, let me grab this other piece here. I also stamped, and I forgot to do that, the flowers. I'm a little scattered today, y'all. I am feeling better with my eyes and everything. They're getting better every day, so I'm excited. And then we're going to just use the blends because I just have them right here next to me. And I am just going to just color them Bubble Bath here. I did fussy cut these. I'm just going to shade them a little with the dark. And then we're going to just use the old olive. And I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of dark, just to give it a little bit of, and I didn't do that on the ones that I already cut out. So by the magic of video, I went ahead and cut those all out already so you didn't have to watch me fussy cut. These are simple fussy cutting, y'all, so it only took me about a minute to fussy cut them. So here's the 3 of those. And I also want to color the bow. So we're going to color these guys too. But I wanted to add a little bit of the dark on this because I did forget to add some. Just gives it a little bit of extra something shading. I'll go over it a little bit with the light again. Okay, that's good for that. Now we're going to do the little bow. We're going to do that. Is this the dark? Yeah, this is the dark. So I'm going to just do a little bit of shading with this first, and then just go over it with the light. Yeah, all this stuff comes to me after. That was my original one I made, the one I showed at first. And then I get the idea to use the black for because he doesn't show up quite as well as I wanted him to. So you can let me know in the comments if you like the black border or if you like the olive border. I'm kind of going in a circle to make it kind of look like it's fluffy. And then I'm going to color the top of his hair here. And then we're going to use some of the dark. And I'm just going to go where these little things are here. And then I took my roller jelly roll pen and I just made some little swirls in here. It just gives it a little bit of extra oomph. I'm going to leave his legs this way, or should I do them light green? A light garden green. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I'm going to use a little bit of the light for his little nose here and his cheeks. Isn't he so cute? Oh my gosh. All right, to put him together, I'm just going to use a couple dimensional right on the back here. And we're going to put it right here, just so his little head pops out. And everything is ready to go right here. All right, so let's make the box, or bag. I think it's called a bag in a box or something like that. It's been years since I've made one of these. And I was like, man, I haven't made one of those in a long time. You are going to score this on a 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. So it's super easy scoring. For those of you who are new, I put an inspiration sheet on my blog at stampingwithamore.com, and it has all the supply list and the measurements that I use. All right, so this goes together really easy. I don't know if you've never made one, tell me in the comments, because this is such a good one. And we're just going to go around and cut these corners. I've made these really big. You can look in my playlists, and there's like all different sizes I've made of these. And this one may be like the smallest. I'm not sure. I really like to make the little ones. And since it's quick and easy day, see how good this is for stuff like this. Y'all, if you don't have one of these, I know I talk about it all the time, but it's just so good. It's linked in the description too, by the way. All right, I'm going to use wet glue. And we're just going to glue all these corners. It doesn't hurt to put the glue on all at once because it does give it a little bit of time to dry, and it makes it, you won't have to hold it quite as long. So you're just going to make this like the bottom of the box. This is a really good size one, though. I really like the size of this. It's almost perfect. You can fit quite a bit of goodies in here. You can even use this for Valentine's Day. Make sure they're all lined up real nice and straight. All right, now we are ready to put the other part on. So what I'm going to do is use tear and tape for this. This is the best and easiest way to do this. So I'm going to put it, this by the way is the, I'll have to tell you the name of it because I totally forgot the name of it, but it's this one with the little bugs on it, cute as a bug. And it's got all the ants. I used this paper before. This is the back side of one of them. But these are all the little images. I used the ants before. This is the same paper. All right, then I'm going to put it on this side. If I do this wrong, because sometimes I put it on the wrong side. I think that's the right side. You have to put one on the side and one on the bottom. So I'm going to grab this, remove this backing. This makes it super quick and easy. And I do start in the middle here on the side that doesn't have the one going down. Start there. And I just put it in the middle. And just go all the way around. Press it down as you're going. You can make this, if you want it shorter, smaller, you can cut this down to 3 inches, 2 inches, whatever you want. And then you'll just pull this around, and I did do it a little bit too long. So I'm going to cut out, I did it at 10. So do it at, I want to say, let me measure this here, and I'll tell you a better size. Last time I had it too short, so I'm going to say do it at 9 instead of 10. So I'm just going to cut this. That means I'm cutting off the adhesive as well, so I'm going to have to add it back. So instead of 10 inches, I think I told you 3.5 by 10, do it at 9. I'll put it in the inspiration sheet, because you want it to end up in the middle of the project, in the back. And then just press that all together. And then you just squeeze the sides here. And I'm going to use my 1/8 inch hole punch and punch it in the middle here. And then I'm going to grab this, and guess what? I brought a flosser out here, y'all. Everybody's been telling me about the flosser, and I don't even know if I'm doing this right. But it worked really good, because this hole is really small. So I am actually doubling this to make it go through here, because this is a thicker ribbon and it works like a charm. Look at that. It's better than me fussing with it. All right, I think that's enough for a bow for this little one. So put your goodies in there first. Let me add something to it. I'm going to add some of these Kit Kats because I still have them here from all the Valentine projects. I made my little great-granddaughters a little treat box for Valentine's Day. And we're just going to tie a bow. This tie is really pretty. I just love the little like ruffle effect it gives it. I'm going to cut these shorter. I like the way it curls on the ends. Okay, we're going to leave that like that, and I'm going to turn it this way so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to grab my wet glue. Let's get all our little things here that we're putting on. And oh, we didn't put her little bow on, so let's put her little bow on. It has a little like bell too that you can put on it. But I like the little bow. Look how cute it is. And then we're going to put this on first. Like that. And I am popping her up with some dimensionals too on the back, because it helps, because this is a little curved here. So I'm just putting 2 on the back here. This piece wants to stay with me. And we're going to set it right on top there. And then we're just going to add with some glue these little flowers. The flowers are so adorable. Don't skip out on the flowers. They're just too darn cute. And everything's in the same bundle. So putting 2 on that side and then just 1 on the other. And that's it. Isn't it cute? This, I think I definitely like it better with the black. Y'all can tell me which one you like better. He actually stands out a lot more. See the difference? So I really like that. He stands out more on this one. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any supplies, you can shop on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. February 3rd comes out some new online exclusives. So if you want to check those out, I will leave the link in on my blog at stampingwithamore.com. Have a blessed one, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.